You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for, and you're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Y'all remember that? Joe Cocker. All right. So a lot went on last night. I saw a lot of these long stream yards, and I bumped into one. I don't remember what led me to this one, but I was taken aback by one in particular. Now, this is on Brianna Simone's video, Brianna Simone's channel. It included the clip I'm going to talk about, Jay Dunn, that boy, and the other woman, the other dead person came on there eventually. Well, the live went kind of dark. It went kind of too nasty for my taste. But there was a point in it that I want to talk about. Hey, people, how y'all doing? Let me sing another tune first before I get some of y'all in here. Well, it just hit my mind. What was it called? Learning to love yourself. It is the greatest love of all. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how it used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. People, I remember quite a few of those lyrics. Amazing. I want to talk about this fat shaming stuff, but something impressed me about this video of hers last night. So I'm going to play a little taste of it. Is that all right to get a little taste? The entire video is 2 minutes, so I think we can listen to that long, right? But this thing that they played, Jay Dunn she kept trying to express her frustration over the fact that she had made this very serious video about these weight loss surgeries and so forth concerning her mom. She had participated in this thing called the Body Image Project, and I thought she made a very compelling video. Right now, I've experienced how she feels about this, because when I wrote my memoir, I thought I was telling my truth. I thought I was being honest and I was being free. And I also thought that I would be helping other people in the same condition, because I know thousands and thousands and thousands of people struggle with addiction, with drug addiction, with how it happens, where it came from. I was being very serious, pouring my soul out into this project, right? And then to have people come on and they just take out a few pages of whatever the worst circumstances in your entire life, they take that out, and that's what they take out of the book, right? Their life is more serious, or it should be more serious, to 50, 60-year-old people, I think. So we're going to start this off with I want to play this little clip. It's only 2 minutes, people. This was, wait a minute, I lost it already. God damn it. Excuse my language, people. Hold on a second. I can pull it back up. I'll go back to my history and pull it up again. How's that? Okay, go to your history. The last thing I watched was this. It's called Let's Unpack It All. This is on Brianna Simone Pettyville's station. I have no problem with Brianna at all. I think she's a decent person, and I like her. Okay. Here we are.
People can say such horrible things to you, and it stays with you, regardless of if they thought that they were not doing it to hurt you. It'll stay with you.
Okay, this is a 20-year-old Jay Dunn speaking about her recently passed mother. They're speaking about body image. The project is called the Body Image Project. Okay, so we're seeing Jay Dunn as a little girl. Go ahead, baby.
I love softball with a passion, but I remember one game where I was up to bed and like there was like some grown up in the stand saying, "Come on, big mama," and I would run to the base. You know, I remember like some of them laughing. Adults had horrible things to say, and I mean, I was like 8. When kids said things to me, that didn't hurt me. I think the thing that really, really made me notice my body image is when an adult said something to me. I have little cousins and stuff, and I don't want the same aunt that made me feel a certain type of way to make them feel a certain type of way. I just really think that people just need to see people for, you know, who they are. Who's to say that that snide comment that you made that was a joke? Who's to say that really doesn't stick with the person and actually tear them down in some type of way? When I see different people of different sizes, I strive every day to not look at them and, you know, try and make any type of assumption. And that helps me to change myself. I've learned firsthand that trying to change yourself in such a drastic way, trying to make yourself become somebody that you are not genetically meant to be, can kill you. My mom died. In 2006, June 2006, she went in for tummy tuck and liposuction procedure. She was pronounced dead about 14 hours later. And I would hate to be the person that drove somebody to make such a drastic life decision. Even the most beautiful people or the most beautiful people.
Okay, so then Brianna, they took offense at some of the things that Jay Dunn says to them. You know, this YouTube creates monsters. But my point is this. Here this woman is pouring. I thought that was so beautiful, that clip. And the way it ended was so profound, because even though I've been on here for 4 years, and I've certainly seen Jane Dunn all around here, I never knew the story. I never knew that her mother had died from a weight loss procedure, right? And I think that is a powerful, powerful, powerful message, because people will look at people, and it just broke my heart to see, because Brianna Simone was on there, and we know Brianna struggled with weight. Jake, that boy, he struggled with weight. He's been huge his whole life. And then Jay Dunn has had her struggles with weight. But what she was saying is surgery is not always the answer, right? So maybe this is Jay Dunn before this damn YouTube pollutant had gotten into her brain. But it's an important message, because some people will look at, we're just using for an example, don't take it personally. We look at Brianna and say, well, she should have surgery, right? Or they'll look at Jay Dunn, why ain't she having surgery? She got enough money, don't buy no car, buy surgery, right? And you wonder why everybody has not made the decision to go up under the knife. And this woman's mother ended up in a tragedy. And I think she was connecting with her mom, because what her mom had to go through to get to the point where she felt like surgery, she had to do it to survive. She couldn't do it anymore, right? And we've seen, we know Sean has come on here and he's done his little lipo kind of thing, but this is not people that are really big, right? We don't hear all the stories. We hear stories about people like Luther Vandross. What was Kanye West's mother? What was her plastic surgery or something like that? Surgery is not always the answer, and sometimes you just got to deal with the hand you've been dealt, honey. So for her to say all that in that 2 minutes, to express that, and then to have someone like this Wilson boy, all he got out of that, Oh, they called you Big Mama. They called you Big Mama. I know exactly what she was trying to express. How frustrating is that, honey? You mean to tell me that that's what you got out of the message? Oh, they called you Big Mama. Did they call you Big Daddy? What did they call you, Wilson? He's sitting up there like, oh, would you get it over with? Girl, nothing could be more serious on here. So many people struggle with weight loss. We need to have an occasional serious conversation on here. We need to talk about addiction in a serious way, as opposed to trying to put somebody down all the goddamn time. Now, these people have got serious weight loss issues on here. Maybe that shouldn't be the joke. This is what that boy got out of that thing. He watched the video and came on here talking about somebody called her Big Mama. Girl, I don't know. That's the biggest insult. But the girl was explaining that when grown ass people, adults, take to calling people fat pigs and all this shit that they throw on here every goddamn day, girl, it can be harmful. It can be harmful to a child. It can be harmful to a young adult and even an old adult, right? I understand it happens, honey. This goddamn, this social media, this beef sector stuff has gotten so toxic. So toxic. I know it happens because I've called that boy every kind of fat, stinking motherfucker I can think of, girl. And that's not even in my character, or at least it wasn't before I arrived here. Before I arrived on YouTube, I didn't even say the N-word. I never said it. It's come from here. It's come from here. But I think this point is well taken. Now, they drift off in this video. They start talking about, oh, Jay Dunn, you call me this, you call me that, because that's what they do on here. You call me this, I'm going to call you something worse. That's just the way it is, honey. I'm not going to let you come in here and call me something. I'm going to call you something that's not going to hurt your feelings. When I call you something, it is intended to hurt you. That's what this beef sector bullshit is. So I have to consider. I said, well, girl, is there another way to do this damn thing? Is there another way to do this without just coming in here and insulting people? I just can't get into this watching television stuff, people. I'm sorry. I have tried it and tried it and tried it. And, you know, I can't deal with all of those 300 views, 200 views and all that, because people just not want to see you recap a television show. This stuff here, it is addictive for one thing. I guess it's somewhat lucrative, but this thing has really gotten into the toilet. All this damn doxing shit. And people, you're starting to put too much on this doxing thing, right? Well, I went and Googled my name yesterday. First thing on there is your address, phone number. It's all right there online, honey. So people ain't really doing nothing. And as quiet as it kept, long before there was any internet, we always had the phone book. All you basically doing is looking at what you can get out the phone book. But when you broadcast it, it becomes a whole different thing, child. What did I say? All that. Hi, people. How y'all doing? I think it's the most important. That was a beautiful little clip, though. I was really impressed by it. You know, maybe some stuff should be off limits, right? A woman struggling with her weight, like many black women do. I mean, men do too, but women in particular, they've had kids and so forth. They can't drop the weight. Maybe that's not the best thing to be doing, honey, because maybe you're going to force these people to do something they wouldn't ordinarily do, like start cutting on themselves, because they feel like it's something that has to happen. You have to lose the weight. Perhaps you'll die earlier because you have a whole lot of weight, but how much quicker will you die if something goes wrong in that surgery? So maybe that's why everybody doesn't opt to go into surgery. It makes perfectly good sense. So the point was well taken, in my opinion. Get golden pipes. Lord have mercy, child. Anyway, kudos to you, Jay Dunn. I'm sorry that happens to you, that they can take something so serious as the passing of your mother. They say that woman, that VS woman, actually showed her what she did, a mock funeral or something. I mean, how insensitive, how piggish have we become on here, people? That's an important message for a lot of people. Need to hear that. And I haven't heard it. I have not heard. I did not know how that woman passed away. It's an important message. And him, with his big ass. You would think that he would be sympathetic to what that girl was saying about being overweight as a child, because he certainly struggled with the same thing himself. Brianna, you know you have, but y'all got distracted in the personalities, right? Some serious conversations should be had on here, I believe. Addiction, disease, weight. Can we have one goddamn conversation without somebody going in there and try to find something? Oh, you dumpster dive. Oh, shit. Yeah, I did do that. I think it was 35 years ago. I don't know that I ever lived in a dumpster, but I'm glad that that's what you got out of that book, girl. Where's the fur baby, Robin? Come here, baby. You're famous. Come here. Get your bum up here, you ding dong. You're so manipulative, Queenie. Come on. Move your bum. Move your bum. Giddy bum. Diddy bum. Hi, people. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? Look at him right in there, baby. I'll never do it, Dad. I'll never do it. Look, will you do it, Dad? Do the dance. Do the dance. Hey, Daddy, are you through yet? He only talks to me in private. There's the sweetheart. You see that face? Look at that nose. Look at that nose. We play a little game where if I try to touch his nose, he won't let me touch Arthur. He won't let me touch the nose. If I touch it, I'll do like this. I got the nose. I got the nose. I got the nose. He doesn't talk much. The Squeenie doesn't talk much. All right, children. Let me see. What y'all doing? Big guy, I'm a new subscriber and have been enjoying your content. Thank you, little boss lady. Mm-hmm. Little boss lady. Sing it, Timothy. Mm-hmm. I already gave you my song, The Children Are the Future. I don't know. I didn't know I knew the words. That was Whitney, honey. I see potential in you. Sing that music. Yeah, so they're all beefing over there. You can't keep up, people. Right. She made reference to, she made a video about, it was about her mother. It's about her mother. It's about her mother. These niggas don't give a, excuse my language. These African-American gentlemen, they don't give a fuck about nothing, child. They just go in there so they can say something nasty to you. What that boy should have been doing is going back into his memory, pulling it back to when he was in school and the people was walking behind him and knocking his books out of his hands. Pulling it back when they started recognizing that he was also a queen. Pull back, honey, what bullying was all about, girl, and how it make you feel, and why you were so motivated to lose the weight, and now you've gained it again. So how does it make you feel, honey? People all up under your clothes, right? Aren't you sitting over there on Brianna's page? Aren't you the one they call her? Are you calling her the Hamburglar too, or some kind of cupcake? I don't even listen to that shit. Whatever. You constantly insulting her weight. Think about yourself. You had two obstacles. First, you was a big boy. Then you was poor. So three things. And you was gay. Kids pick up on stuff, honey. Sometimes the adults don't even pick up on it. And the kids pick up on it. So I know they made your life a living hell. So there was a powerful message there. Mm-hmm. Surgery can be deadly. See, I didn't even know. You don't know. You say, oh, you just go to surgery and they chop it out and you'll be thin. Don't you want to be thin? Don't you want to be thin? No, we don't know every goddamn thing. Apparently, it's very dangerous, honey. This woman has lost her life. She's lost her life. So no, my guess, no matter how Jay Dunn's body changes through the years, she will not be getting surgery. Live with it. You're talking about weight loss. Wait a minute, hold on here, Goonies. Folks talk about weight loss surgery as if it is simple as getting a stitch in the forehead or a cut. No, I guess it's a very serious thing, honey. It's all your organs. Baby, I've been going to the gym before COVID, every other day for 13 years. My stomach, I ain't lost a pound. But you can rest assured they won't put no tubes in there and sucking shit out. Whatever's in there, if I cannot lose it, it'll be sitting right there. It's just something I have to deal with, honey. I wouldn't be casual about that. Kanye West's mom died during weight loss surgery as well. You can lose the weight without surgery or pills. It's a life changes of fighting food addiction. Right. Yeah, I know it's all about eating too. I mean, it's not because going to the gym hasn't changed my stomach at all. Fortunately, I'm not a very big person, but I just got this big ass watermelon sitting in the middle of my belly. I don't want it to be there, but I'm not going to risk my life behind it. I guess if you have competent doctors, maybe Bradley had competent doctors who could educate him, so he made see that he was not at great risk. But talking about losing 15 pounds is not the same thing as talking about losing 150 pounds, right? Hi, Justin Sanchez. I was a fat kid and can confirm kids are mean as hell. Right. So we know that Wilson he's been through. When did he lose the weight? In the late 20s, 30s? He know exactly what it's like. That ain't stopped him. That does not stop him. Okay. And if you gay, that's the last thing you want to deal with, honey. If you got any, so he got 4 and 5 issues, right? But no matter what you do on here, seriously, no matter what conversation you have seriously, they will go on to the interview to find something from a 20-year-old child trying to explain the loss of their parent. They were going there, oh, somebody said you were Big Mama. They called you Big Mama. What a childish brain. What an immature imbecile. An immature imbecile. Girl, the message was to you. Because after you done turned 50 now, girl, what you're going to discover is losing the weight was not nearly as easy as it was when you were 30, 35. It just ain't the same, baby. So are you going to come up with the same conclusion? Are you going to be watching IG and you're going to be watching Bradley on here and you're going to come to the conclusion, oh, I got super chats this month. I can give me a surgery. Right? Are you going to come to the same conclusion? Pay attention, people. Portion control is important. Yes, yes. Recently, now I done got my goddamn sweet tooth back. Ain't that a bitch? I have diabetes, and that was my last diagnosis. I ain't supposed to be eating all this sugar, and I had not been eating sugar when I contacted whatever it is. But if you start, the best thing to do is just don't fuck with it at all. All this sneak, I'll just have a little taste here, a little taste. Now I find that I'm craving sweets again. I don't do it very much, but it only gets worse, honey. Just like drugs. When y'all watch the movies, y'all see a sober person, a person in recovery in the movies, and everybody knows that at some point in that surgery, in that movie, they're going to show that person picking up the glass. In some movies, they'll show them put it back down and leave the bar, right? But the moment that person takes that one drink, it's over. You know that, right? And that's the way it is in real life too. You take one hit of meth and you will be a meth monster again. I know it. Trial and error. I tried it all. Every way there was to continue to do drugs, I tried it. I came to one conclusion. You can't do it at all, period. I don't need no AA to tell me, oh, you got to raise your hand and say, I'm a recovery alcoholic. I don't got to do any of that. What I got to do is don't do drugs. You don't touch it. You ain't got to sniff it. You ain't got to look at it. If you see it on the street, you ain't got to acknowledge it. Nothing. It's dead. It's hard to do when you have to eat, though. And I imagine when you're a bigger person, you probably have a bigger appetite. So it's hard, honey. Weight loss is really hard. It's probably why I ain't out there going to get me no boys, because I wouldn't fucking no fat people. I'm telling you the truth. I like skinny boys. So probably that's why I see myself in a certain way. I'm not going to expose myself if I ain't fit. Now, if I had a flat beer, what you call it, a 6-pack stomach, I might still be out there. I don't know. I don't know. Eat fruit, says Justnet. Sugar is similar to narcotics in the brain. Well, I eat everything sugar-free. Everything sugar-free. What did I start eating, though? I started eating sugar-free candy. It was sugar-free, but it still woke up my desire for other things. So I started eating a brownie now and then and all that kind of shit. That shit is going to end up a mess. So I need to just stop. No sweets. Everything sugar-free, even if it's nasty or it has no flavor. Because you will lose your taste for sugar, right? Like if I eat something with actual real sugar in it, I can just feel it all. I mean, I just feel sick because I'm not used to eating sugar, right? You got to build up to it. What are ab torso lifts? I don't know. Pivot shot. I know when I go to the gym, I see these boys. They're in their 20s and they can just throw the ball over their fucking head and lift all them weights and woo 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 woo. Right? They run around and stand on their head, do flips and all that kind of stuff, girl, because they're 20-year-olds and they're 190 pounds, 180 pounds, whatever, right? It's different as you get older. It's different. If I lift my arms up there with a weight, honey, they're gonna have to come and save me. Help me. Take it down. Okay, take it down. Take it down. Oh, damn. Oh. Do crunches. Drink more water. Says Lovely. I'm drinking water. I have gotten back on my water kick. Even that sugar. Fortunately, most sugar-free stuff is nasty. I stopped with diet soda because it just makes you drink more. It's so packed with sodium that you're just drinking that shit all day long. So that didn't really work. And then all those other drinks that are just carbonated water, they're so nasty. I can have one of those bottles. I have a bottle that I think it's called number 1 or something. I'll have that for 2 days. I just drink a little sip and put the top back up. As soon as it gets warm, it's nasty. Whatever. If you can just drink water, I think it is the best thing. Don't eat after 6 p.m. Okay, I definitely violate that. I eat small meals though. When you have diabetes, they want you to eat smaller meals. But some people say 3 times a day, but some people say 5 times a day, where you're just munching on little stuff all the time. But I do snack at night, mostly on potato chips. Low sodium potato chips. But they're low sodium potato chips, right? They might have half the salt. So I ain't supposed to have salt either. It turns to sugar. But if you eat the whole damn bag, you basically eat the same as a half a bag of regular chips. So sometimes we feel like we need to just have a treat. Resist. Drinking 2 liters of water a day has done wonders for my flats. Oh, all right, surfing. I was full of wind, apparently. Oh, so I got to drink 2 liters of water? Okay. We'll see. I think I'm going to the gym. I could do it this week, I guess. This coming week. I was trying to wait a little bit longer with this COVID stuff. I think maybe I'll wait another little bit, but things are slowly getting back to normal. Most of the stores I go into, the restaurants and all that, they're not wearing masks. But a gym is where people are sweating. They're sweating all over machines. I don't know about that yet. I would like to get in there, but I don't do that much in the gym. I just do cardio. Crunches would destroy Uncle Tim's back. Uncle Tim will have to do ab torso lifts instead. All I do is ride the bicycle. I ride for cardio. That doesn't affect the body, but because one of these medications I take is for cholesterol, and that is called a statin. I guess there's several of them, but they all end in their statins, right? That's the class of drug. They make your muscles hurt. So you may lower your cholesterol, but they make your muscles hurt. This is something y'all gonna learn when you're getting to your 60s, honey. It ain't one thing, baby. If only it were one thing to deal with. Lord have mercy. And for me, it's not even HIV. That's been one of the least invasive things I had to deal with, right? It all falls to shit. Eventually, you end up with a whole box of pills. Eat fruit. But I'm not even supposed to eat fruit, though, because fruit is packed with sugar. It's natural sugar, but as my doctor explained to me, sugar is sugar. So you can't even eat a whole banana. You're not supposed to. My doctor stopped by Metformin. Oh, LaSparkle Covington. My doctor stopped by Metformin. I'm on both of those. And glimacide. I don't know if the second one is the one. It's spelled similar. It starts with a G. I think mine is G-O something. They stopped them. That means that your diabetes is under control then. I mean, I guess I don't have real bad diabetes. I don't have to shoot up anything. I do take those 2 pills, though. So taking the 2 pills, that instantly lowers the A1C. What for me, I need to get in better shape just because yesterday I was walking, day before yesterday, I was going to this consignment store, and it's only like 5 blocks. So it's 5 blocks there, 5 blocks back. My legs were killing me for walking 5 blocks there and 5 blocks back because I haven't been working out or anything for a year and a half. And all I've been doing is walking the dog around the block. So I need to build up some leg strength, some strength there. But yeah, so things like that you don't really recognize by working out or going to the gym regularly. That you're actually, it may not make any physical where you can see a difference, but actually you're in better shape. And I guess, unfortunately, some people just have to deal with big weight. It's just going to be their story, unless they opt to do all this surgery stuff. But I can see that it is dangerous. When Luther Vandross, wasn't his issue going up and down in his weight, struggling with weight for his whole life? I believe so. Daily calories intake. I don't know. I'll be able to do it. Lovely. Although I'm not trying to impress nobody, honey. I ain't going nowhere. Squeenie, do you mind my big stomach? Do you mind? Oh, it's nice and comfortable? Okay. As long as you're comfortable. He said, no, I like laying on your fat stomach, Daddy. Okay. That's all we need, honey. We ain't trying to show out nothing. We got to try to maintain a degree of healthiness, though. Drink mango lusty. Blend fresh mango with... So you guys are able to eat sugar, apparently, with Greek yogurt. It sounds delicious, mango. Wait a minute. Your name is Mango Lusty, and you're advertising Mango Lusty? It impressed you so much that you actually changed your name to Mango Lusty? That's funny. Right. I have to eat double the calories of a growth man since you have to eat. Okay, you have had to eat double the calories of a grown man since... I was skinny as a youngster. I was sexy, honey. I didn't think about it then because everybody was basically small. I didn't know that many big guys. They were either small or they were muscle queens. That was not my thing. I didn't go to the gym until I was 50-something. But it was just it was a non-issue. My partner was slim. I was slim, and we just took it for granted that everybody was small. But when you're in your 20s, that's what it's like, 20s and 30s. And then in my 30s, I was a dope fiend. Of course, weight was not an issue at all. When I get out of the pen, I look like a bowling ball. I mean, I'd be big. But that would disappear in a couple of weeks. So as long as you're a dope fiend, you're gonna look skinny, but it's not gonna look good, honey. It's gonna be that nasty kind of skinny, like that wasting away kind of skinny. Mm-hmm. Do I take walks? Yeah, I have a dog, so I take him for about a mile in the morning and a mile at night. Well, 2 miles in the morning and a mile at night is what it is. It's going back and forward. So yeah, he's helped me to get out, at least to get out of the house. But as far as walking around the city, I don't do a lot of that. But my legs hurt. San Francisco is like this. Only way you can walk is down Market Street. There's hills every goddamn where, right? I don't know how these people be riding bicycles, but it's a hilly place, and it's just not something I do. I have friends who, well, both of them have passed away now, but they used to just walk. I mean, it's only 7 miles, so they walk the whole city every day. That'll be their routine. My one friend, Eddie. He was 71, and he walked from his house in Mid-Market all the way to the beach every day. He was walking like 10 miles a day. I don't see that it changes weight or anything, but he didn't really struggle with weight. He just stayed healthy. It would be nice if I got into walking. It'd be nice if I got into cooking. Because when you're cooking, you can control how much salt and sugar is in the stuff. Because they say when you make a pot of spaghetti, that's the sauce is packed with sugar. The pasta turns to sugar. It's all unhealthy. The meat in there is unhealthy for you. Everything is unhealthy. So, I mean, if it's processed, you can imagine. They can put all those chemicals in there. But if you want to make bland meals, then it makes sense. And maybe I'll end up doing that. I don't know. Now that I'll be able to have company again, maybe I'll take time to cook something. I just never got into cooking for my own self. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, LaSparkle Covington. I know it's always good to take a couple of them pills out of your box, honey. Mm-hmm. Deborah Mitchell, you can get a sauna sweatsuit and help shape your weight loss. I guess it's a lifestyle if you're going to be small. But then I look at some of these white folks, honey. All around my neighborhood, I see them jogging, running. These are not big people either. These are just regular people. But they jog and they run and they ride their bicycles to work and they do all this kind of stuff. And then when they get into you see them eating, they eat salads and all this healthy shit. I guess, they just do it naturally. But it's a lifetime process. There's something that I guess they grew up doing, honey. I ain't never dreamed of just running around the block. Never occurred to me. But I guess that's what you have to do to stay small. Not only for your single people either, trying to catch a man. If you got one, it's cheaper to keep her. Gonna cost you too much to leave her alone. Cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep her. What I'm saying is, even if you have a relationship, you need to stay looking desirable for your partner as well, even if it's only for one person. The funny thing about me though is I'm not attracted to muscles. They don't do shit for me. I want muscles all over his body. How'd y'all let Michael Jackson get away with writing this song? He wrote it for Diana Ross, but he wrote it, honey. I don't care if he's young or old, just as long as he's beautiful. I just need something I can hold on to. I don't like muscles. I always like slim bodies. To be thin, honey. Deborah Mitchell, believe it or not, getting quality sleep, 7 to 9 hours, helps your metabolism. Oh yeah, I get enough sleep, honey. I have to take what's it called, melatonin though, to sleep. But I definitely get sleep is very important, because if I don't sleep, like sometimes you get up at 3 a.m, you drink too much water, whatever, you gotta get up to go pee. Sometimes you can't get back to sleep. My whole day is shot out. I can't do nothing. I can't write. I can't think. and then you can't go to sleep. So you got to stay awake for the whole day. So you basically shot the whole day because you didn't get any good sleep. Yogurt with crushed granola bars is better than ice cream, than have over 400 calories. Okay, so you say drink yogurt. I was on a yogurt kick. I used to buy those small things, this Dannon yogurt. I used to buy yogurt. That's like the main thing in my shopping cart for a long time. I don't know. I eat something for a while and then I just lose total interest in it. Right? And it's happened over and over and over again. So I'll go to a restaurant and I'll like that restaurant and I'll go there and go there and go there. And at some point it's just over. I'll never step foot in the restaurant again. That's the way I'm about most foods. I used to love Mexican food. 3-4 times a week I would eat Mexican food, big burritos and stuff like that. But now I never encourage me to go in a Mexican restaurant. But it's easy for us to say, do this and do that if we're not struggling with, real big people. That's a whole different story. They can only starve themselves so much. I guess they go under these TV shows and whatever, they have contests and see how much they can do that. But as far as a lifestyle for your whole lifetime, having to limit what you eat, what everyone else eats, and many times, like me, what are my treats now? I don't have sex. I don't go nowhere. All I have is something to eat. They have doctors every time I go in there. I go into the office with fear and trembling. No ice cream, no pasta, no white bread, no white this, and no white that, no white this, no white that. You can't no salt, no none of this. And then, but goddamn, what am I supposed to do? I go to YouTube. Spend more time on YouTube, child. Your health is your greatest asset. You're right about that. But now, for a person who's been HIV positive for 30-some years, though, and to be into my 60s now, I'm in all that bad of shape. I feel blessed. I thank God. When I wake up in the morning, I thank God I woke up and whatever was in my dream. It was terrible last night, too. I don't know what the fuck. I was working on some job and it had some menial job and had some young asshole as my boss. I remember that. But it was a terrible dream. So I'm always happy when I wake up. I say, okay, I'm in my own house. Ain't no boss. Nobody bothering me. I still won't go to dinner yet. You still won't go to dinner yet, Sister Soul? You mean you want to go to restaurants? I went to a restaurant last weekend with a friend of mine. Oh, that was delicious. Soul food. What did I have? Oxtails? Did I have oxtails? No, I had smothered pork chops. Big ass plate. I'll be thinking, God damn, people eat like this every day. Big ass plate with sweet potatoes on there and macaroni and cheese. Then they got bread. I ain't supposed to have bread either, but I treated myself. I couldn't even walk. When I came home, I'm not telling no lie, I had to put my finger in my throat and throw up. I had so much food in me. Because I don't generally eat like that. I don't cook. So when I eat McRee Callender's dinner, they had little tiny portions. And then to go to a meal like that, I had to throw it up just to be comfortable enough to lay in my bed. Thank you, Deborah Mitchell. Yeah, a lot of people from my generation are no longer here. They're dead, honey. And if I would have stayed on dope, I probably would have been dead by now too. Imagine. I certainly wasn't eating right. What saved me was going to prison all the time. Hell, if I was on them streets, I wouldn't be here. You on dope, you don't. Not only do you not eat right, but you don't take the medications and things that are prescribed for you, right? So we just got to count our blessings. Ms. Deborah, my sleep is inconsistent. Need to exercise more to reduce stress. Yeah, it reduce depression too by being active. Counting calories to track your weight. Okay. Yeah, I think you're much better off to lose your weight naturally. Even when you think you have good doctors, honey, they lose people. We don't hear about the people they lose. I was shocked when I heard that story about Jaden's mom. I had no idea that was even the issue. This YouTube is really pretty juvenile. So I'm not going to come on here and say that I never call people names. Hell, they call me names, I'm calling them names back. We're reduced to children, you know. Doesn't mean you can't be hurtful. Mm-hmm. I'm working on it. Thanks. Okay. So I miss any of these people. Pasha, ABG, Asian baby girl. No, I can't go back over that again. She says, Tim, will you please tell us what happened? What really happened between you and Jay Wilson in Atlanta? Everyone is telling a different version. I've told that story so many times. When we came back from there, I'll still talk about that boy, I guess. I mean, the beef sector is only so big, right? There's only a few people talking. But he is dead for me. I ain't want to drag all this stuff back up again. Yeah, I did get very hot. Well, it wasn't that I got hot with him. When I arrived there, I was hot with him. I had been beefing with him for over a year, and he said some very hurtful things to me. And I didn't know that I would attack him when I saw him in person. But it's something that had built up an anger, a rage within, that almost on sight, I wanted to attack him. Fortunately, I was stopped, and it didn't happen. So I have to be cautious because I do have a temper, and I can be if I feel like when you're in a fight, if somebody hits you, you hit them back. It's natural, right? I don't want to get so angry or so hot with people that I end up back in prison. Because the thing is, I don't take no ass whooping, so it's going to have to get nasty and bloody and all that kind of shit, right? And that will send your ass right back to prison. So I'm not doing that. So I will never make another appearance anywhere with that dude, right? But yeah, I don't want to go back over that again. Let them sleeping dogs lie. It amazes me him over acting like that. He don't understand. Oh, they did say you. They said you big mama. And then he's telling us that he's been enormous his entire life. He didn't even lose any weight till he's in his 30s. You don't understand, really? You don't know what it's like. The girl trying to express something serious. They had a whole project, body image project. And she was talking good sense, but she had just lost her mom. And now when YouTube corrupts the mind, one thing about YouTube is I don't want these people to change me, right? I don't want to come on here and become a person who now dots when I hate the very idea of doxing in any way. So I don't want these people to make you something that you're not, because what they've done something to you, and now you feel like you have to retaliate in order to maintain your status, right? So don't let other people draw you in, honey. I don't believe in it. I still hate it. I'm writing about it. I got to write today. I got to make myself. I picked it up again. I would stop for 2 days, picked it up again last night, and now because I'm coming to a climax kind of thing, I don't need to stop doing that. But that's an outlet as well. I don't want these people to change me to something that I detest because they chasing a dollar. All right, you lovely darlings. Thank you for coming in. There's a channel here on YouTube called Fitness Blender that has there are places on YouTube even where people talk seriously. It's only this beef sector. You just have to remove yourself from this shit. You might even have to get you another name and go and just to use for legitimate channels, right? People who discuss serious issues, right? So, but not on here, not in the beef sector. It ain't the right place. Thanks for understanding the message, message Tim. Okay, Jay Dunn. Yeah, I got that. I felt you too, honey. That's a message that needs to get out, right? People need to know to understand that. And why many people don't opt to do that. So it's not easy as you just say, oh, she should just go to get the surgery. No, honey. It's not an easy decision to make. I understand it totally. Just as long as he's beautiful, I just need someone I can hold on to. You better go ahead, Miss Dinah Ross. All over his body. I'm out here, guys. Time to go shopping. I need some groceries. Later.